Hey everyone, welcome back to Bird Talk with Terrence Mathis. I'm William Brandon. Please make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel Atlanta Sports Unlimited and turn on those notifications so you don't miss an episode. Looks like the Falcons did sign some free agents last episode, Terrence.
I mean, if they just listen, they just listening to our show, we can help them along, and
Yeah,
then we'll send them an invoice later after free agency is over with.
exactly.
But they did. They went out and got Mingo, who was a former first round pick. He's a journeyman whatsoever. Maybe from LSU, and maybe here's a guy that finds a home here in Atlanta and help us. Then we went out and got Eric Harris from the Raiders, a safety which we needed.
Yeah.
And even if you look at his numbers and you say, wow, he didn't really do much, blah blah blah. I don't want a safety that's in the top three in tackles on the team. That means either they're making big plays in the pass game and they're making big plays in the run game, and I'm the last result. So I think that's a decent pickup for us right there. But the one that I like the most is Mike Davis. Last time a DeKalb County product came home, I think he did pretty well. And that's me from Redan High School. So welcome home, Mike Davis. I think this is a good fit for him. Not only he's a good runner, but he's a good pass catcher out of the backfield. That's going to help us a lot. And I think we did decent. I would give it a C plus. I wouldn't, right now. I think Mike Davis takes it to a C plus, almost a B. But I think we're filling the spots that we need to fill.
Yeah, speaking on those guys, I got some specific questions. So I'm a piggyback on the thing you said about Eric Harris, about him not making tackles. What about his lack of production on interceptions? Is that something you want to look for in a safety? Because
it could be a number of things. It could be that you have great corners that is stopping the ball, getting over top. And it just could be a guy that's just making plays after the catch whatsoever. It could be a number of things. It's just it runs in cycles.
Yeah.
This year he may have 8 or 9 interceptions. The following year he may have 2 or 3. It just runs like that for safeties. So, but at the end of the day, I think we got a guy that is going to come in here, be physical, and what we're looking for.
What safety slot do you think he'll end up starting at, or will he?
Well, I was thinking about that. With his size, he can be that strong safety type closer to the line of scrimmage, or he can play deep safety. I think with his size and his mobility, I think he'll probably be more in the box, more, part of the running game, covering the tight ends, covering the running backs out of the backfield more than going sideline to sideline as a free safety.
Okay. Back to the DeKalb native, Mike Davis. Do you think that do you think the Falcons will still possibly draft a running back, or is Mike Davis going to be RB1?
Right now he's RB1, but I still believe the Falcons will draft a running back at third, fourth round. There's going to be some really good running backs sitting there. The 2 running backs from North Carolina will probably be sitting there in the third, fourth round. So you're going to get a value pick in the third or fourth round at running back, and that's going to be so. Now you have a veteran running back, and then you have a rookie running back with fresh legs, and there go dynamic duo go together, and it's going to help this offense tremendously.
Yeah, Mike Davis, he did well last year when Christian McCaffrey went down.
Yeah.
So I do think that Falcons Nation is kind of excited to see what he's going to bring to the table for the Falcons this season. Yeah, the Falcons also signed linebacker, New England Patriots, Brandon Lloyd. And just as of Wednesday, cornerback Fabian Moreau, formerly of Washington football team. Apparently, yeah.
And there we are. I think we're just filling holes right now. As we talked last week, there's the guys are going.
Yeah.
Those guys are going. And I think the trend that we see is there's a lot of 1-year deals.
Yeah, it
So the
is.
Falcons had to jump in with the 1 year deals. If they knew this was the trend 2 weeks ago, I think you would have seen them more aggressively in free agency. But as the trend went to these 1 year deals, because uh, the draft is coming up soon,
Yeah.
so these players want to be cemented into where they're going to be, so they can get their footing and fit in with the organization.
Yeah, I saw where Terry Fontenot, he had the Falcons general manager he sat down and had an interview, and he said that the Falcons still plan on picking the best player available. He said by filling in those holes on free agency, that allows them to be more disciplined. What do you say to that? Picking the best player available at number 4.
That's an old cliche that all GMs say. They've been saying it for 20 plus years. We're
Okay.
going to pick the best player available. That means be quiet, leave us alone, and just wait until the draft. That's one of those things. Just shut up and leave us alone. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay. I thought about this and I went, okay, what is the Patriots doing?
Yeah.
They're signing all these free agents, free agents, free agents. They're stocking, they're stocking, they're stocking, they're stocking. You know what? The genius of Belichick, we're going to stock the cupboard. So when we go to the Falcons for that 4th pick to get a quarterback, we got a cupboard full of players that you may want that can help you out right now in the immediate. And I'm like, that is genius. That is so genius. Now, I'm not saying that's what he's thinking, but
Yeah.
it crossed my mind. And I was like, wow, that could work. If I'm the Falcons, I'm going to take their 1st round pick and take a couple of players from that cupboard that's going to help us. That's genius, man.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, closer it gets, I guess I'm starting to change my feel on it. And I think that acquiring more for that number 4 pick seems the best way to go for the Falcons. I can tell you, though, that the fans, at least on Twitter and other places, they still seem to believe that the Falcons need to draft a quarterback at number 4.
Which one do you want? I'm asking you now. Which one do you want? You want Justin Fields, or you want the guy out of North Dakota, or you want the guy out of BYU? Which one do you want quarterback from Alabama? Yeah. Who do you want? Do you want a quarterback from Florida? Who do you want? What is that guy that's going to make you happy that we draft? See, we've been spoiled over the years. It all started with Deion. Yeah. You know, that guy you wake up on Sunday mornings and say, I'm going to see play.
Yeah.
And then it came Jamal Anderson. I want to wake up and go see him play. Mm-hmm. And then came Michael Vick. I'm going to wake up and I want to go see him play. And then early on, Julio Jones and Roddy White, I want to go see them play.
Yeah.
So we're starving for a celebrity, somebody that we can wake up and say, I'm going to see play, and that's our guy. And you're not looking at, are we really looking at wins and losses? Or do we just want to say we got a guy and he's our guy? So, I'm guilty of that too, because I would love to see a Justin Fields. I think it's, here's a guy come back home too. Yep. And play. Hometown guy comes back, and now I'm waking up on Sunday mornings to see if he's going to play, and is he going to play well. And we're spoiled in Atlanta. We're Hollywood South. We want to be, we want celebrities in our sports arenas where we can say, I want to go see that one play.
Right.
So, I don't know. You know what? If they do, if the Falcons say, and their general manager Fortno says, we're going to pick the best available player at the 4th pick. What if it's a receiver? Do you get another receiver? What if there is Justin Fields sitting there, or any other? Do you go get him? I mean, what is your list? What is the Falcons list of the best available players? And that's the thing. When I said that's an old cliche, is just saying leave us alone and just wait until the draft.
Yeah, because their best available player might not be our best available, and they can always argue that hey, that was the best available player to us that we drafted.
You gonna get Kyle Pitts at tight end?
I was just about to say that. Yeah.
I mean, what do you do? That's intriguing.
Yeah. What do you think about that, drafting the tight end at number 4?
Look, you know, it's a value pick.
Yeah.
It's a value pick. Well, really not as a value pick because of what the tight ends are making now in the NFL is really not a value pick. But at the same time, here's a guy that can do some of everything. He can play out wide. He can play in the slot. He can play with his hands down whatsoever. So that's a good pick. I mean, the thing is here you go. You know, you get 2-3 more years out of Julio, but then you still have Pitts and you have Ridley, and then you add another piece maybe 2 years from now in the draft. So I can see that. I can see, and I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah.
You know, there's talk about Leatherwood, the offensive lineman out of Alabama. You know, right now, as I say, you know, what is the definite need for the Atlanta Falcons at that 4th pick that will help us win the division and go on and play in the NFC Championship? That's what you got to think about when you draft that number 4. Because as I've been saying for weeks, you're not too far away of doing those 2 things. But you got to be careful who you pick in that 4th pick, because if you pick a quarterback there, he's not going to help you right now accomplish things that you need to accomplish to get where you want to go.
And that's a good segue to my next point. As you all know, we take fans' questions and comments, so please make sure you send them in. But I had there was a fan, Dave, that he reached out and was just talking about that you mentioned the Panthers and the Falcons, you know, possibly trading that 4 pick and what all teams might be suitors. And you mentioned maybe the Panthers. And his question more or less was, why would we, you know, trade that pick to a division rival and possibly give them a Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields to go against us all these years?
What are you scared of?
Yeah.
I mean, so what? What are you scared of? You won't play against the best, beat the best. What you scared of? Because you're trading in a division, that don't mean I'm gonna be scared of you. Why should I be scared of you? Oh, we traded that number 4 pick to Carolina and they got Justin Fields and we got to play against him for the next 10 years and he may beat us. If we're thinking that way, we should not be in the NFL. You should not be in the NFL. You should not be playing, coaching, or being an executive in the NFL if you think that way.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good take. I agree. You know, it's kind of like the playoff thing when people try to oh, I don't want to play this team. I would rather play this team. You got to play who's in front of you. You want to play the best in order to be the best.
Exactly.
And then I have another one. It's from the person's name is ironically Make You Fumble. He said, no rookie pass rusher in this draft will turn our team around.
That's very true. Yeah, that is very, very true. You know, if you draft a defensive end, an edge rusher at number 4, that's just like drafting an offensive tackle and a quarterback. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of money you have to pay over the years. And the thing is that you're expecting a rookie to come in and play against these veteran guys that's been doing it against the best for years, to come in and be that dude. Yeah. That's tough. Now, you may want to draft one later down in the draft for a 5th or 6th pick and see what happens, you know, and that's a value pick where you're not paying a whole lot of money and let's see what happens. Interesting thing that just happened is that the Cowboys said they're not signing Aldon Smith back.
Oh, man, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's had off-field problems, but he's been a good citizen for a whole year with the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah. Remember I talked about, why don't you just go sign a guy for 1 year and just bring him in on 3rd down and rush the quarterback? Yeah. There you go, right there. Aldon Smith, you probably can get Aldon Smith no more than $2 million for 1 year. Hey, and he only plays 30 plays a game, if that. And he gets you double-digit sacks. I'll take my chance. Because I'm trying to win now. Yeah. Look, my nucleus is on the last term of being valuable or being playing at a high level.
Yeah.
So I got to get the value out of that nucleus right now, and I can't wait 3 to 5 years from now.
So you're the GM. What team? You only could get one. Is it going to be the Patriots? What team would you go hard in to try to get rid of this number 4 pick?
Well, right now the Patriots have the best value. I mean, they got the best assets right now. I listen to the Patriots right now. They have a decent first round pick, so you're gonna be okay. So right now it'll be the New England Patriots because of the assets that they have.
Okay. Yeah, and I think that the Falcons, the Saints didn't seem to get any better. As we didn't mention the previous week, Drew Brees retired. They're going to have a quarterback competition between Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill. And then you have Carolina, still Carolina. So it seems like just Tampa is in front of the Falcons. So I think if they can get these pieces, and they are starting to feel, like you said, key veterans in these holes, and free agency, everybody doesn't end. So they can still be signing more people.
Yeah, free agency doesn't end. And like you said, Tampa Bay is that team to beat. That's the team you want to match up against. It's hard to repeat. Tom Brady has done it multiple times. But at the end of the day, he's going to be a year older. Pretty much everyone's coming back. They signed most of their guys that were free agents. I think they're waiting on it, to do something with Antonio Brown and Fournette. But at the end of the day, their core guys are back. And you want to, you don't want to overlook the Saints or the Panthers, but at the end of the day, you want to look at the cream of the crop, and that's who you want to compete against. And as I said before, it's about winning the division. You beat Carolina twice, you beat the Saints twice, and you maybe split with the Buccaneers, you're division champions. So and now possibly gotten a home game in the first round of the playoffs. So, that's how you got to look at it.
Yeah. I hope that those things can all come to fruition for the Falcons, because it doesn't seem like it's that far away. It seems like something they could definitely grasp this year. Terrence's throwbacks.
Oh man, sheesh. You know what? Here's a good one for you. Let's talk about, everybody talked about, here's a throwback. I'm gonna give you a little history lesson. Here's the history lesson of the dance, the Dirty Bird.
All right.
We were playing the New England Patriots in 1998 in New England. And O.J. Santiago caught a touchdown. And he got in the end zone and he started flapping his wings, this and that. And so he came to the sideline. I was like, what is that? He said, that was the Dirty Bird. And we're like, okay. The next week, Jamal Anderson scores and started doing a little dance and, and it's like, he's like, what's that? That's the Dirty Bird. So everybody said, oh, Jamal Anderson invented the Dirty Bird dance whatsoever. No, and the term Dirty Birds.
Yeah.
That's not true. It was O.J. Santiago who invented the dance and the tagline, the Dirty Bird.
Okay.
Right there.
Hey, you hear that, Falcon Nation? I better give props to O.J. Santiago.
Yes.
Hey, that's awesome. I don't know if anybody was aware of that, but that's a great tidbit now for Falcon fans to know and keep their facts straight.
And it was funny because after all of that, everyone of that 98 team was upset that we did not trademark that name.
Yeah.
Because if we'd, OJ, Jamal, they should have afterwards. They're like, we should have trademarked that name.
Yeah, y'all should have.
And that whole 98 team would have benefited from it, from the proceeds of the trademark of the name.
Did you ever try to create your own rendition of the Dirty Bird?
No, I did the original rendition. Well, not the original, the Jamal original edition. I did it one time.
Okay.
And I think it was against the Saints.
Oh, great.
And I did it, and so that was the only time I did it was against the Saints.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you again for always tuning in to Bird Talk with Terrence Mathis. I hope you all have a great day. Terrence, what you got for him?
Listen, I don't have all the answers. This is just my opinion. And listen, you know, right or wrong, it's my opinion. I'm gonna respect yours, you respect mine, and we all get along.
Exactly. Send in those questions. We need more questions, less comments.
Yeah, send me questions. I'm asking questions next week.
Definitely. Thank you, everybody. Continue to stay safe.
Have a good one. Peace.